Good evening, and welcome to the City of Warren Planning Commission meeting, September 22nd, 2025. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Commissioner Ansar,
Yes, present.
Commissioner Duje,
Present.
Commissioner Halawadi,
Present.
Commissioner Chowdhury present, Commissioner Bonecki,
Present.
Commissioner Smith,
Present.
Commissioner Hawk. Please excuse Commissioner Hawk, and Commissioner Mori is,
Need a motion to excuse Commissioner Hawk and Commissioner Maury.
Support.
Motion to excuse Maury and Hogg.
Okay. Did you say?
I didn't, he said.
Okay, Ansar. There's a motion by Commissioner Ansar, supported by Commissioner Bonecki to excuse Commissioners Hawk and Maury. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Number 4, approval of the agenda.
Support Commissioner Chowdhury.
Chair, Commissioner Holowati.
There's a motion by Commissioner Chowdhury, supported by Commissioner Halawadi. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Approval of the minutes of September 8th, 2025.
Commissioner Chair, I make a motion to approve the minutes of our last meeting.
Support.
There's a motion by Commissioner Halawadi, supported by Commissioner Ansar. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Public hearing items, item number 6A.
Request to vacate public utility easement, vacating the existing L-shaped 12 feet public utility easement abutting lot 6 through 8 and Gratis Industrial Site subdivision, located on the southwest corner of 10 Mile and Mound Road, 24925 Mound Road, along with 5800 and 5830 10 Mile Road, Section 29. Sean Koza, 10 Mile 10 and Mound LLC, Hatem Hanawa BD and E Group, PEV 250002.
Madam Secretary, is the petitioner here this evening? Good evening, sir. You want to tell us a little bit about your project? Can you just turn the mic on, see if the mic is on? Should be a green
Oh,
button.
there it is.
There you go. Thank you, sir.
Good evening. My name is Hatem Hanawa with BD&E Group, and we are in the process of redeveloping the site. So everything is being demolished, and we're starting with a new building ground up, redoing the tanks and the canopies. Tanks were removed. So this is going to be a new project, and the intent was to combine the parcels, which I believe they're combined now, and develop it as one project. So what we noticed was there was an easement that ran across in front of the building to the south. I think it's 24925. So working with DTE, they decided to put it back where it belongs, because there's an easement that belongs along the south side of that whole subdivision there. And what they had done at some point was jog it up and around the building. That was way back whenever. So with working with them, we decided to move it back, and that'll give us a better parcel to deal with in terms of circulation, pump placement, and everything else.
Okay, thank you, sir. Any correspondence?
Texas Current, AT&T does not object to the easement vacation. DTE. DTE Electric Company has received and reviewed the request to vacate public utility easement. DTE Electric Company objects to the request to vacate public utility easement. impacting 24925 Mound Road, Section 29, per the site plan provided. Easement area must remain in place as it is the only source fed for multiple customers from Mound going west. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me at 586-783-1978.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. Planning Department's recommendation.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Recommendation is as follows. It is recommended that the 12-foot wide L-shaped public utility easement abutting lots 6 through 8 of Gratis Industrial Site subdivision be vacated, subject to the petitioner complying with the conditions imposed as follows. Number 1, the Land Division Act includes various procedures pertaining to the amendment of plats, and the petitioner is responsible for complying with the further procedures as may be necessary under the Michigan Land Division Law, that's Act MCL 560.221, to complete the vacation. That's condition number 2. A relocation plan is required for the affected utilities within the easement area. The revised site plan indicates the 12-foot wide easement to be relocated to the south property line of Lot 7 and continue along the south property line to Lot 6 and the other lots to the west. The petitioner has worked with DTE and shall work with other affected utility providers in the preparation of a relocation plan. A copy of the plan shall be provided to the Planning Department. Condition number 3, in review of the DTE Electric Company overhead easement right-of-way document, it appears that the width of the easement is indicated as 20 feet. Exhibit A indicates the easement to be 12 feet in width. The document shall be corrected and recorded at the Macomb County Register of Deeds. A copy of the corrected document shall be provided to the Planning Department. Condition number 4, approval is obtained from City Council. The petitioner shall complete the conditions within 2 years, or the approval by City Council shall automatically be revoked. Number 5, a complaint shall be filed by the petitioner in Circuit Court to vacate the public utility easement. As part of the proceedings in Circuit Court, a new revised subdivision plat shall be prepared reflecting the changes. The revised plat shall be recorded with the Macomb County Register of Deeds. As an alternate, the petitioner may, by non-judicial process, relinquish the public utility easement by written agreement between certain affected parties. Copy of the court order of relinquishment and the recorded documents shall be provided to the Planning Department, Assessing Department, Department of Law, Department of Division, and the City Clerk. And finally, number 6, the petitioner shall provide the Planning Department with documentation indicating that all conditions as assigned are completed. The department then notifies the City Clerk that a certified copy of the resolution shall be recorded with the Macomb County Register of Deeds. And so with that, Mr. Chair, the recommendation is submitted. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Worth. I'll take a couple minutes to recognize our ex officio, Councilman Noonan. I think he's here. He's not here? Uh-oh. Sorry, I thought I saw him. All right. This is a public hearing. Anyone like to speak on this item, please come up and state your name and address for the record, and you'll have 3 minutes to speak.
Hi, Lori Harris, and my address is written down. This is just a quick thing. I thought when there wasn't a full quorum that you had to let the petitioner know that they could wait until the full, it's not the same anymore, not the same rule? Okay, thanks, that's all I wondered.
Thank you. Anyone else like to speak on this item? Seeing none, we'll turn it over to the board.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion that we approve the request to vacate public utility easement.
Commissioner Chair, I second that motion.
There's a motion by Commissioner Duzay, supported by Commissioner Halawadi. Any discussion? Good evening, sir. Can you come up, please? Thank you for coming tonight, and I understand what you're doing. I think it's a good idea, and I think everything should work out for you.
Thank you very much.
So good luck with your project,
Thank you.
and you have a good evening.
Thank you, too.
Thank you, sir. Oh, I'm sorry, getting ahead of myself. Roll call.
Commissioner Dujay,
Yes.
Commissioner Halawadi,
Yes?
Commissioner Ansar,
Yes.
Commissioner Chowdhury, yes, Commissioner Bonecki,
Yes.
Commissioner Smith.
Yes to approve. Thank you, sir, again.
Now, okay.
I'm trying to I'm getting ahead of myself. I don't want to do that.
It happens.
Item number 6B.
Item number 6B, special land use and site plan for used automobile dealership located on the east side of DeQuinder Road, approximately 40 feet south of Gulson Avenue, 22760 DeQuinder Road, Section 31. Samir Yaldo, 22760 DeQuinder LLC, Steve Dumont, Design Struct Inc., PSP SL 250001.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. Is the petitioner here? Thank you.
Hello, Steve Duma from Design Struck. I have the owner here, Mr. Yeldo, and obviously we have a list of recommendations from the planning. And Mr. Yeldo planned to have more of a retail situation there and display some cars, obviously not very many because it's not a large site, but in talking to him, he's willing to just do a wholesale where he would do all of his online sales to other dealerships and people online rather than at auctions, and not have a retail situation there at the site because of its size. So we're hoping we can get your approval for that type of use rather than a used car lot.
Like for retail. Can I explain?
Thank you, sir.
I see a shaking head from Mary.
Correspondence.
Correspondence, tax is current. AT&T does not have any objections to this proposal. Comcast, in response to your utility request for the above project, Comcast has facilities nearby, but not in a conflict with this request. Please refer to the attached map for the location of Comcast CATV fiber facilities. Aerial cables are highlighted in orange for fiber and yellow for coax cable. Underground is highlighted in blue for fiber and green for coax cable. If we can be of further assistance, please feel free to contact us by email at cccutilityrequests@teamsigma.com. MCDR, Macomb County Department of Roads has MCDR received and reviewed the enclosed preliminary plan for the above referenced site. MCDR has following objections: proposed development at the above mentioned site. MCDR will not allow any parking in MCDR road right-of-way, remove existing paved area, and provide seed and mulch. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me at the phone number above, 586-463-8671. The Macomb County Public Works Office has reviewed the site plan for the project referenced above and has determined the proposed site disturbance is less than 1 acre and will not require stormwater review from this office. If a no objection letter is required, please forward your request to Wesley Jonick at macombgov.org. That concludes the correspondence.
Thanks, Madam Secretary. Planning Department's recommendation.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The recommendation is as follows. It is recommended that the special land use and site plan for new automobile dealership and new parking lot be denied by the City Council for the following reasons. Number one, there are several variances that would need to be obtained from the Zoning Board of Appeals to receive approval for this project. Without obtaining the necessary variances, the proposed use at this location does not meet the locational criteria nor minimum lot size to operate. Condition number 2, per section 15.01, uses permitted E, used car lots, the minimum lot area for the used car lot shall be 25,000 square feet. This property only has a lot area of 7,508 square feet. Condition number 3, the property does not meet the locational criteria to operate a used car lot in this location. The location criteria is as follows. The site must be located more than 700 feet from the property line of any other site with an existing used car lot or the site of a proposed used car lot subject to review for approval. The site must be located more than 200 feet from the property line of a site being used for the following purposes, and they are automobile repair shop, automotive service business, tire service business, new car dealership, or new automotive retail business, auto wash, or vehicle laundry, or automotive storage. Okay. In addition, the site must be located more than 200 feet from the nearest lot line of property used as or zoned as R1A, R1B, R1C, R1P, R2, R3, R3A, R4, R5, a planned unit development, and a downtown center. The site is abutting R1C property immediately to the east and within 200 feet of any existing tire and repair shop. Best Buy Tires, located at 22626 DeQuinder Road, approximately 170 feet to the south. Condition number 4, there is not sufficient parking to meet the needs of the use. The site indicates parking in the right-of-way. However, for the comment received by Permits and Local Road Department Manager Robert Bush, the Macomb County Department of Roads will not allow any parking in the MCDR right-of-way. Per the letter, the existing paved area shall be removed and provided with seed and mulch. Per the approved site plan from July 8th, 2019, it was only possible to provide 4 parking spaces, meeting the parking space and maneuvering lane requirements in the parking lot. It would not be possible to provide vehicle display spaces in addition to parking spaces in the proposed parking lot. Condition number 5, the proposed site plan indicates no proposed screening. This property abuts an R1C residential dwelling to the east. The site plan indicates a privacy chain link fence to remain along the rear east and north property lines. In the front west along DeQuinder, a chain link fence and gate with black slots is existing and proposed to remain. The plan does not indicate a green belt along the east property line where it abuts an R1C residentially zoned property. Condition number 6, the proposed use does not meet the landscape standards. per section 4D.45 of the zoning ordinance. A front yard landscape berm that complies with section 4D.15 of the zoning ordinance shall be provided along DeQuinder Road. In this case, the property is too small to provide the screening required per the zoning ordinance. And finally, number 7, the planning staff, after reviewing the proposed use and site plan, recommends that the special land use permit be denied, as the request does not meet the standards stated in section 22.14B 1A through F and section 22.14B 3A through C. So with those reasons, Mr. Chair, the recommendation requests the denial of the property and the request. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Worth. This is a public hearing. Is there anyone that would like to speak on this item? Please, if you come up, state your name and address for the record, and you have 3 minutes to speak.
Hi, this is one of the items I did come for. And when I was looking at the map, just basically, it doesn't, I heard what Mr. Worth said, and I'm glad they're denying. He suggests that it be denied. There's just no space. But for the petitioner to come and want to change what his goal is, I think that might affect his site plan. So I'm not sure how that works with planning, if he can go back and address those issues. But I am glad that it's a recommendation that it's denied, because it just can't fit in that space. It doesn't make any sense. So thanks.
Thank you. Anyone else like to speak on this item? Seeing none, we'll turn it over to the commission, and I'll take a second to recognize our ex officio, Councilman Noonan. He is here now.
Made it. Mr. Chairman,
Yes, sir.
I'd like to make a motion that we deny the special land use and site plan for used automobile dealership per the recommendation of staff.
Support.
There's a motion by Commissioner Duzay, supported by Commissioner Ansar, to deny due to the recommendations by the planning department. Any discussion?
Mr. Chairman, if there's any discussion, I don't think that there's enough room for much of anything on here. I drove past it. This is a whole, they want to do a whole lot of things here, and there's just not any room. So I don't see why this would work. It doesn't fall under the codes of the city, and I agree with the recommendation. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Commissioner Duzay. There's no other discussion? Mr. Worth, can you come up a minute, please? Okay, they're saying that they maybe want to change the use to have go more online or whatever. You think we're not already denying this, but they're going to have to come back with another site plan showing what the property is going to look like after they go with the other use. Am I correct?
They would have to do that. This site plan simply doesn't work, should be denied. If they want something different, then it's you who should make that decision on whether they can do that.
Give me another phone. Okay, what I'm going to suggest is to the petitioner, we denied this evening, and if you want to do your retail online business, you're going to have to come back with another site plan to show exactly what's going to be there, and we'll have to go through the same process again.
Thank you.
All, roll call. What, pardon me, hold on.
Okay, Mr. Chair,
Yes.
since this is a denial, there should be reasons for the denial based on the site plan as presented. So,
Well, the reason for the denial is simply the lack of space in order to put in what they want in the area where they want it at. It's too close to residential, and there's not enough room between the Macomb County right-of-way and the building in the front of it. Based on those figures and a couple of other things, that's why I made a motion to deny.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
every one of these items are items that are reasons to deny. I want to make that clear.
Yeah.
There's no reason here to even think of approval. So just want to clarify that.
Thank you, sir. That's the reason I mentioned to the petitioner that this site plan has to be denied. Well, we're denying it for all those reasons stated in the recommendation. But he can come up with another site plan, come back to the planning department, and hopefully bring that one before us again where it shows your changes. Okay? All right, thank you, sir. Roll call.
Commissioner Duje,
Yes to deny.
Commissioner Ansar,
Yes to deny.
Commissioner Chowdhury, yes to deny, Commissioner Bonecki,
Yes to deny.
Commissioner Smith,
Yes to deny.
and Commissioner Halawadi.
Yes to deny.
Motion denied. Have a good evening, sir. Item number C, 6C.
Site plan for revised parking lot layout, adding new parking spaces and landscaping boulders. Located on the south side of 10 Mile Road, approximately 200 feet west of Ryan Road, 3930 East 10 Mile Road, Section 30. Mark Janani, High Tech Collision, and Zohair Kasha, A1 Parking Lot Maintenance, PSP 250038. Planning staff recommends this item to be postponed to November 17, 2025.
Thank you. Is the petitioner here this evening? Seeing none, I'd like the motion to postpone this to November 17th, 2025.
Commissioner Chair, I make a motion to postpone this to November 17th.
Support, Benecki.
There's a motion by Commissioner Halawadi, supported by Commissioner Benecki. Any discussion? None? Roll call.
Commissioner Halawadi,
Yes.
Commissioner Bonecki,
Yes to postpone.
Commissioner Ansar,
Yes to postpone.
Commissioner Duje,
Yes to postpone.
Commissioner Chowdhury, yes to postpone, Commissioner Smith.
Yes to postpone to November 17th, 2025. Item number 6D.
Site plan for construction of new building for cannabis provisioning facility located on the southwest corner of 14 Mile Road and Hollingsworth Avenue, approximately 1,795.2 feet west of Van Dyke Avenue. 6800 14 Mile Road, Section 4, 6800 East 14 Mile Road, LLC. John Bartlett, PSP 250037.
Thank you. Is the petitioner here this evening? Can you come up, sir? And tell us a little bit about your project.
Yeah, how you doing? My name's John Bartlett. We are proposing to redevelop a site right on 14 Mile in Hollingsworth. It's a vacant car wash as it sits right now. We're gonna redo the parking lot, build a 3,000 square foot building, and it has 2 floors. It has the first floor and the basement. It's gonna have 28 parking spots. It's got an easement on Hollingsworth and on 14 Mile.
Thank you, sir. Correspondence?
Tax is current. AT&T does not object to this proposal. We do have facilities in this vicinity, but they should not be affected. Comcast. In response to your request, Comcast has facilities within the project area, but no conflict with requested plans. Please refer to the attached map for the location of Comcast CATV fiber facilities. Aerial cables are highlighted in orange for fiber and yellow for coax cable. Underground is highlighted in blue for fiber and green for coax cable. If we can be of further assistance, please feel free to contact us by email at cccutilityrequests@teamsigma.com. Macomb County Department of Roads has received and reviewed the enclosed preliminary plan for the above referenced site. MCDR has no objections to proposed development as above mentioned site. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me at the number above, 586-463-8671. The Macomb County Public Works Office has reviewed the site plan for the project referenced above and has determined the proposed site disturbance is less than 1 acre and will not require a stormwater review from this office. If no objection letter is required, please forward your request to Wesley Jonix at macombgov.org. Concludes the correspondence.
Thanks, Madam Secretary. Planning Department's recommendation.
It is recommended that the site plan for the construction of a new building for an adult-use marijuana retail establishment be approved with the standard conditions of the Planning Commission, and more specifically, number 1, 5 copies of revised site plans shall be submitted indicating the following. 1A, and this note actually is changing. It should say, an integral curb and sidewalk detail shall be provided on the site plan to clearly indicate the 6-inch difference between the parking area and the 6-inch high curb sidewalk. And then 1B, indicate the square footage and proposed use of the basement. Number 2, 2 copies of revised floor plan shall be submitted indicating the following. The floor plan shall indicate the use of the basement. This may affect the parking requirement. Number 3, 2 copies of revised elevation plans shall be submitted indicating the following. The north and south elevations appear to be mislabeled on the elevation plan. Number 4, 2 copies of photometric plan shall be submitted indicating the following. The photometric plan does not show the measurement per our lighting note. The pole height needs to be changed to a measurement from the top of the light fixture to the bottom of the base at ground level. The depiction shows the measurement to the bottom of the lighting fixture. Number 5, 2 copies of landscape plans shall be submitted indicating the following. The burning bush shrubs are considered invasive species and shall be replaced with another shrub species such as black chokeberry or something else that's on the recommended species list. Number 6, per the site plan, the stormwater easement that runs through the property, which is recorded in LIBR 2481, page 571, shall be removed and the new easements created in the location of the proposed utilities. The petitioner shall work with all affected entities to amend and replace the storm easement. A copy of the recorded amended easement agreement shall be provided to the Planning Department. And number 7, a performance bond in the amount of $34,500 be posted according to the estimated cost of $1.15 million by the petitioner. And this ends the recommendation.
Thanks, Madam Director.
Thank you.
This is a public hearing. Anyone would like to speak on this item, please come up and state your name name and address for the record, and you have 3 minutes to speak.
I don't remember this being in the little teeny tiny pieces of green where it said that we could have provisioning centers. But where that little car wash is, I can't picture you having 24 parking spaces. You know, I personally would like to not see provisioning centers in the neighborhoods and right across from Walmart and kind of next to Andiamo's. I know they want to put them someplace. But I did look at the pictures went by kind of fast. And I know that you guys will make sure this happens, but there's no ramp by the accessible spots by the front door. And I guess that's pretty much all I can say. Hard to believe that it will fit there. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else like to speak on this item? One second. All right. My phone has got a timer and it keeps going off, so. This is a public hearing, we did that. Being seen none, turn it over to the commission.
Commissioner Chair, I make a motion to approve with discussion.
Mr. Chair, support, Ducey.
That's the motion by Commissioner Holoway, supported by Commissioner Duzay for discussion. Go ahead.
Can this petitioner step forward, please?
Yes. How you doing?
Good evening, sir. Yeah, I drove by that the other day, and to me, it looks like a good use of the land that's right now not being used in a vacant car wash, like you said there. But couple things is, do you have any problems with all these recommendations that our planning department gave to you this evening?
Yep. Yeah, we can accomplish all of them.
No problem with how she said with the concrete walking curb, like she made the change.
Yep, we can get it in there.
And it will be ADA accessible?
Yes.
Because I know the city is trying to more and more, per the ADA ordinances, accommodate everyone.
Yes, yep, we can do it. We can move the storm sewer too. The property has a number of easements, but we can definitely do the ADA walk. The storm sewer we have mapped out with my urban land contractors. They engineered a spot where it's going to go on the side. It's connecting before the consumer's easement, which is the last 15 feet on the north side. And it's avoiding the DTE easement right there. I know the DTE easement, it cuts a little bit in front of it, so we'll move it a little bit back towards the building. So we should be able to avoid all the DTE easements, the consumer easement, with the new sewer easement. I spoke with the neighbors, even though the easement that was recorded a long time ago, and it since then has, I believe, changed because they somehow put a car wash over the easement where the easement was. But I spoke with the neighbor and they said, yeah, no problem, just have my lawyer write it up and they'll sign it and we can move it.
Okay, thank you. I yield the floor.
Thank you, Commissioner Holoway. Anyone else like to speak on this item?
Mr. Chairman, if I can, for
Go
a
ahead,
minute.
Commissioner.
The one thing that I'm very, very happy to see is that this is not in a floodplain, but it's less than 200 feet away from a floodplain. Does this go into any of your planning on getting rid of water that's on the property?
Yeah, the storm sewer that's on the property right now is a rather large storm sewer. I believe it's 24 inches wide. So we have a number of those black dots are a number of areas that we're gonna have drainage for.
Okay. That's all I wanted to know. Thank you, Mr. Chair, and good luck on your development.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Duzey. Anyone else like to speak on this? To the petitioner, come back up, please. I'm not gonna let you sit down. I had a couple problems with the drawing. It says the square footage is 3,022 square feet, but if you measure the building, it's 56 by 58, and if you multiply that out, it's actually 3,000 by 248 square feet.
Yeah, there's a couple bump outs, so it bumps in like 2 feet.
But the bump outs aren't gonna cause that extra square footage. Because the bump out's only like 2 feet. And the one dimension that you have on the site includes the one bump out on the south end.
Okay.
So it's, I mean, 2 feet is not gonna make a difference. Not, the other thing I have a question about is, you're talking about a basement,
Yep.
but there's no basement showing on the drawing.
It should be on the floor plan.
The elevation drawing does not show any basement. It shows where the footings are coming down for the walls, but does not show a basement or height in the basement. And what's gonna be stored in the basement? What is the basement gonna be for?
The basement, we planned on using as like a vault storage room to house some of the products.
Okay.
Like I said, I can update the floor plan and send it back to, planning.
The other question I have about the basement is that it's in a flood zone X, which is not that much of a potential for flooding, and then you got the flood zone within 200 feet of the building. If you're gonna be putting a basement, how are you gonna protect it to keep, if they have a flood, from damaging what you've got in the basement? Because it's so close to a flood zone.
Yeah, I mean, we could put a sub at pump if it's allowed, or basement pump.
But I'm just saying, these are things you need to take into consideration,
Okay.
because, you know, it's close to a flood zone, and like it's 2014, we had a big flood.
Yeah, I remember.
And like I say, I hate to have you put a basement in there and then it becomes a sump for all the water.
Yeah, definitely. I had a building down on 9 Mile when we had the floods, and it was bad. So, for sure, I mean, I don't know if we can do something to prepare for that type of flood that came, but I'm gonna do everything that I can to make sure it doesn't flood.
Because it'd be really necessary if you're gonna have a basement. If you're not gonna have a basement, then it may not make that much of a difference. But if you're gonna have a basement, you need to know the height the basement's gonna be, dimensions and everything like that, so.
Okay.
Okay? Those are the only questions I think I had. That was a motion by Commissioner Halawadi, supported by Commissioner Duze. Roll call.
Commissioner Halawadi,
Yes.
Commissioner Duje,
Yes to approve.
Commissioner Ansar,
Yes.
Commissioner Chowdhury, yes, Commissioner Bonecki,
Yes, to approve.
Commissioner Smith.
Yes to approve. Good luck with your project, sir. Thank you, sir. Have a good evening. Item number 7, correspondence.
Site plan for addition for Menards to existing mosque located on the west side of Shayner Road, approximately 1,575 feet of 11 Mile Road, 27643 Shayner Road, Section 14, Sajjad Melkik, Masjid Al Furqan, Mirsad Zavek, Masjid Al Furqan, PSP 250035. Petitioner letter, approved by Planning Commissioner on September 8, 2025. The required variance to allow construction of the minarets within the front setback was denied by the Zoning Board of Appeals on September 10, 2025. As a result of the variance denial, the current site plan is no longer valid.
Thank you. I need a motion to receive and file this.
Commissioner Chair, I make a motion to receive and file.
As a motion. It's read into the record. Oh, the letter? Mr. Worth, did you want to read the letter into the record? I didn't think it was really necessary, so to receive and file.
Yes, Mr. Chair. I'll read this. Okay, I'll just start with Mr. Zacevic. At its meeting on September 8th, 2025, the City of Warren Planning Commission voted to approve the above described site plan and use, subject to the standard conditions of the Planning Commission, and more specifically. Number 1, 5 copies of revised site plans shall be submitted indicating the following. A, indicate if an illumination or lights will be provided on or in the minaret. B, 1B, on the approved site plans from 2014 and 2015 for the new mosque and canopy addition. The parking spaces along the north and south property lines were indicated at 22 feet in length. The new site plan indicates these spaces as 20 feet in length. The minimum length of spaces along property lines is 22 feet. If these spaces are 20 feet in length, a variance may be required from the Zoning Board of Appeals. 1C, update the lighting note as follows. All lighting on the site shall be shielded and not encroach upon abutting properties. Light fixtures, pole and base shall be no higher than 20 feet as measured from the top of the light fixture to the bottom of the base at the ground level. All glare shall be eliminated if from all light fixtures. Upward directed lighting shall not be permitted. 1D, provide the shared dumpster note from the 2023 approved site plan. The note indicated that the dumpster located at 27643 Shaner Road would be shared with the 27721 Shaner Road site. 1E, the screen gates are missing from the trash enclosure and must be added and noted on the site plan. 1F, an additional shed was discovered on the property south of the existing shed. The shed has no permit. The shed shall be removed from the site and noted on the site plan. 1G, confirm the length of the parking spaces from the wall to the end of the parking spaces. Additionally, provide the width between the wall and the property line. The entire length of the of the parking space must be 22 feet to the property line. However, the parking stall area must be a minimum 20 feet in length. Confirm these dimensions on the site plan. A variance from the Zoning Board of Appeals may be required if the length does not meet the ordinance. Number 2, on September 10th, 2025, the Zoning Board of Appeals denied your request to construct 2 minarets, religious symbolic towers, in the front setback that are 5 foot by 5 foot at the base, 35 feet in height, and to within 23 feet of the front property line along Shaner. This was a condition that was required to be approved for the Planning Commission and Planning Department to forward the site plan to the Building Division to obtain a building permit. Also, the Planning Commission required a second variance allowing parking spaces 20 feet in length along the north and south property lines of 27643 Shaner Road. At this point in time, your site plan is no longer valid. You have the option of revising the site plan to bring it into zoning compliance. If you choose to do nothing, then we are requiring you to send a letter requesting complete withdrawal of the site plan. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Worth, for reading that. This was correspondence, and normally we don't have any audience participation on this type of item. So I'm going to make a motion. You made a motion to, Mr. Halawadi made a motion to receive and file. I need a second.
Commissioner Chair, receive and file.
There's a motion by Commissioner Halawadi, supported by Commissioner Chowdhury. Roll call.
Commissioner Halawadi,
Yes to receive and file?
Commissioner Chowdhury, yes. Commissioner Ansar,
Yes to receive and file.
Commissioner Duje,
Yes.
Commissioner Bonecki,
Yes.
Commissioner Smith.
Yes to receive and file. Number 8A, old business.
Site plan for expansion of athletic facilities for Regina High School located on south side of Masonic Boulevard, approximately 652 feet east of Shaner Road. 13900 Masonic Boulevard, Section 1, Anna Bozawick, Regina High School, John Del Isola, Noack, and Faraz. PSP 230034, approved on October 16, 2023. Petitioner is requesting a one-year extension to October 16, 2026.
Thanks, Madam Secretary. Is the petitioner here this evening? Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman. This is a request to extend the approval of the site plan that was approved a couple years back. After that was approved, we did move forward with a portion of the site improvements. Tennis courts were built, and we're looking to raise funds to move into a next phase of that same site plan. No changes proposed since the initial submittal, and we'd appreciate you considering that extension.
Thank you, sir. Need a motion to extend the extension.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion that we extend the approval from October 16th, 2023 for a one-year extension to October 16th, 2026.
Support.
There's a motion by Commissioner Duze, supported by Commissioner Ansar, to extend a one-year extension from October 16, 2025 to October 16, 2026. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Thank you, sir. Have a good evening.
Thank you.
Item number 8B.
Minor amendment to existing church social hall located on the east side of Ryan Road, approximately 562.35 feet north of Frazo Road, 2644 Ryan, Section 20, Reverend Honang Lam, Our Lady of Grace Catholic Church, Mary McCormick, CM Partners Architects LLC. Minor amendment is for 2 additions to the church social hall, PMA 230007, approved on September 25th, 2023. Petitioner is withdrawing their site plan application.
Okay, I need a motion to withdraw the site plan application, and this is actually for their first site plan that came before us, because they came just recently with the second site plan, which we approved. So I need a motion to withdraw their first site plan.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion that that the first site plan be withdrawn.
Support Benecki.
There's a motion by Commissioner Duze, supported by Commissioner Benecki. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Item number 9, bond releases. We don't have any. 10, new business. Approval of the 2026 Planning Commission meeting schedule. Mr. Worth, did you want to come up and talk on that, or Ms. Michelle?
Well, the office staff worked on this, checked with me. I approved it, so it's a draft. If you have any changes, please let us know, and we'll make those changes.
Thank you, sir. Need a motion to approve the commission meeting dates for 2026.
Commissioner Chair, I make a motion to approve the planning commission schedule for next year.
Support.
That was a motion by Commissioner Halawadi, supported by Commissioner Duze. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Item number 11, citizen participation. Anyone like to come up and speak? State your name and address for the record. You will have 3 minutes to speak. Seeing none. Item number 12, Planning Commission business. 12A, Planning Director's report. Are we good? We don't have anything to report today?
Excuse me, Mr. Chair, we had a side conversation there going. I apologize. Anyway, this is just the time period, 2 weeks, as usual, from last planning commission meeting to this planning commission meeting. The usual thing, attending a couple of meetings with the mayor and the mayor's staff and all that. On the 8th, that's September 8th, I think I mentioned it last time, I'll mention it again. There was a meeting to combine, I believe, up to 4 buildings on Wall Court, just north of Stevens. We haven't heard from them since. I'm sure they're preparing their documents for site plan approval. So that was a pretty big win, I'd say, on our part, because of the type of industry that is. So on the 9th, we had it was a second meeting having to do on Jarvis Street, 3878, oh my God, excuse me. Anyway, Jarvis, it's a recreational building. It was moved around a bit from that first meeting, so we talked to them about coming forward with that proposal. So we expect to see it quite soon. On the 11th, spoke to the petitioner, Joe Paluzzi, on a site on Van Dyke next to the Circle K, looking to turn it into a car wash. The only way that might be possible, and that's what I indicated to him, is to go through a conditional rezoning with many conditions that will make that fit the location. Plenty of uses there that are similar, but it's tight, and that has to be worked out. On the 12th, some of us here reviewed our first time to review the zoning ordinance and to discuss it and put together just some thoughts, and we'll continue this internal review until we're satisfied to bring it on to Planning Commission and then on to City Council. What have I got here? Okay, so then that was on the 12th, excuse me, and then also on the 12th was I attended the Oversight Committee meeting for the downtown area, and interesting discussion. We had Councilwoman Mindy Moore and Councilman Lafferty there, who are on that committee, and they're working hard to try to put this thing again together. So we'll see how that works out. Let's see. Okay, so we had a meeting on the 19th, and that was about a very small car sales place located on the north and east corner of DeQuinder 12-mile road. That's the same site also in the area, or surrounding it, I should say, is where a Sheetz gasoline station was approved. And the discussion was clearly from the person who owns that used car sales business, and how it could be realigned so that he could continue his business there. And that was the discussion. It would be very small. I don't know whether a site plan there could make it. Simple as that. So, but we'll see what the future holds on that one. And finally, today we talked with Fred. Fred's unique, and and all that furniture down on 8 Mile Road. He has some concerns, needs to clean up his site. Got that from the zoning section, and he needs to provide us with a site plan to clean up his outdoor retail sales and outdoor storage on one of his sites. So we worked on that one for quite a while. So that's basically it, what I was involved with and most of the staff was involved with. So if you have any questions, be glad to answer them.
Thank you, Mr. Worth. Does anybody have any questions for Mr. Worth? Thank you for your report.
All right, thank you.
Item number 12B, Planning Commission discussion and concerns.
Proposed letter to zoning board of appeals requesting an annual joint meeting with the planning commissioner.
Can you want to read the letter? Thank you.
As a member of the City of Planning Warren Commissioner, we are writing to formally request the establishment of a joint meeting between our commission and the Zoning Board of Appeals. The purpose of this joint session is to foster greater alignment between our respective bodies and ensure a collaborative approach to land use decision-making within the City of Warren. In the recent years of complexity of development activity in our community has increased, making it essential that both Planning Commission and the Zoning Board of Appeals operate in an unified and informed manner. An annual meeting would provide a consistent forum for sharing updates, reviewing procedural changes, discussing development trends, and identifying areas where policies and decisions intersect. We believe the collaboration will result in more coherent, efficient, and transparent processes for resident developers and city staff alike. Furthermore, the coordinated effort is not only good governance, it is strategically necessary. The Michigan Economic Development Corporation has outlined specific standards for communities seeking redevelopment-ready communities certification. One key element includes demonstrated collaboration among boards and commissions that influence planning and zoning outcomes. By institutionalizing the joint meeting, the City of Warren will be taking a critical step towards meeting the MEDC's best practices for certification. In turn, achieving and maintaining this certified status opens the door to additional funding opportunities, technical assistance, and statewide visibility that could greatly benefit our city's long-term growth and revitalization efforts. We are enthusiastic about the potential of this partnership and confident that a yearly joint meeting will strengthen our shared mission of serving the best interests of City of Warren. We respectfully ask that the Zoning Board of Appeals consider this request and work with us to establish a mutually agreeable date for the inaugural meeting within the upcoming calendar year. Thank you for your time, consideration, and continued service to our community. Sincerely, the City Chair, Planning Commissioner.
Thanks, Madam Secretary. Does anybody have any discussion on this letter?
Mr. Chairman, this is a terrific idea. I think annual meeting is not going to be enough, but let's have the annual one before we get some more in there. This way, the ZBA folks know what we're thinking, and we're gonna know what the ZBA folks are thinking. I think it's a very, very good idea that the two boards get together at least annually in order to go through all this stuff. Do you want a motion to receive and file, or how do you want to handle this?
We can make a motion to receive and file, but I want to see if there's any more discussion on it.
Fair enough.
Mr. Worth, did you have any more to say on it, or?
Just that I agree with Commissioner Ducey, probably more than one, I think, two at the minimum.
Yeah.
So that we can stay in contact and, discuss the issues of the day, so to speak. And So they get to know us, and they get to know you, and so on and so forth.
And we get to know them.
And we get to know them. We need to know them.
That's true.
But, Mr. Chair, you'd be the one who signed that document.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Worth.
You're welcome.
Let's make a motion to approve this joint meeting.
Commissioner Chair, I do have one last question.
Okay.
Would these meetings be, this meeting be in the evening, during the day, or?
Nothing's been set up yet. This is
Okay.
just, this is a thought that we want to do this. When it becomes closer to when we're gonna have one, we'll get the details and everything on it.
Okay, thank you,
Okay.
sir.
So we'll get a motion to approve this meeting. The letter for the meeting. The motion to approve the letter for a motion.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion that we approve the letter and, and send it off to zoning board of appeals.
Okay.
Support.
There's a motion by Commissioner Duzay, supported by Commissioner Ansar, to approve the letter and send it off to zoning board of appeals to arrange a joint meeting between the two departments. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Item number 13, calendar pending matters.
Chair, I'm sorry, Chair. I had one announcement I wanted to make, if that's okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, it's just, I wanted to make an announcement about the draft mobility plan. So it has been released for public review, and the plan outlines strategies to improve both daily transportation and recreational opportunities with the goal of creating a safer, healthier, and better connected community. Residents are encouraged to review the draft plan and share their input through a brief online survey available now through the end of September. And this is on the website. It's www.walkbike.info/warn. And the draft plan will also be presented at the Planning Commission meeting on October 6th at 7 p.m. here at the Warren Community Center. So at our next planning meeting, the consultants will give a presentation. That's all I wanted to add.
Thanks, Ms. Michelle.
All right, you're welcome.
We're looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Like I said, calendar pending matters, seeing none. Item number 14, need a motion to adjourn.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion that we adjourn.
There's a motion by Commissioner Duzay, supported by
Commissioner Chowdhury.
Commissioner Chowdhury. All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed?
Go Lions.
Have a good evening. Thank you.
Can't believe it.